Welcome to your morning yoga practice to help you improve your balance. Today we're going to be focusing on simple grounding movements to help strengthen the muscles that keep us steady and confident in our bodies. As we move through life, especially midlife and beyond, balance becomes so important, not just for physical strength, but to feel stable, steady and present in our bodies. So let's head to the yoga mat. We'll begin with our feet hip distance apart, toes facing straight forward into Tadasana, our mountain pose, where we're standing with our joints all stacked on top of each other and our ears over our shoulders. Let's take a nice deep inhale, taking the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, you're going to clasp your hands and face your palms up to the ceiling, and then we're just going to rise up and down on the balls of our feet, pulling up the front of the thighs as we just rise up and down. You may have to go faster than me or slower than me, that's fine. Just trying to keep your balance. Nice relaxed shoulders, and have your eyes focused on something out in front of you. If our eyes are focused, if we have a spot to stare at, it'll help us balance easier. Good. Then placing those heels down on the floor, nice big inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bow all the way over those legs, dangling the head, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. And just breathing here. You can have a nice soft bend in the knees if you need it. Then we're just going to inhale and lengthen away from the legs. Nice tall spine out on the diagonal, and then we exhale, folding over those legs once more. Let's do that again. Nice big inhale, spine out on the diagonal away from the legs, and then exhale, fold all the way forward. Again, you can have a bend in the knees, and we're just going to see if we can get all 10 toes off the floor. Breathing here, your hands can be dangling or they can be on the floor. It's up to you, but just really pronging those toes up and off the mat, and then drop them back down. And now you're going to raise both heels just 1 centimetre off the floor. Again, seeing if you can get the hands off the floor as well, just testing that balance. You can have a nice soft bend in the knees if you need it. Breathing here. And place those heels back down. Nice bend in the knees, stick out the bottom. You're going to reach your hands forward, pick up the imaginary basketball, take it all the way up into the sky, and exhale, slowly bringing those arms down. We're now going to sweep into chair pose, Utkatasana. So we've got a nice bend on those knees, the arms are up and out on the diagonal, and your weight is in your heels, so you're able to twinkle those toes off the yoga mat, and you're just tilting that pelvis 1 centimetre towards your belly button. Breathing here. In and out through the nose, feeling the strength building in the thighs. Let's bring our hands down into prayer pose in front of the heart. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale, and you're going to drop your right elbow towards your left knee, and you're going to take your focus up and back to the elbow that's in the sky, really focusing on that elbow so that you can find your balance. Breathing here. In and out through the nose. Twisting that left shoulder that little bit more up to the sky. Then nice big inhale, come back to Utkatasana, our chair pose. Nice big inhale, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, swoop them all the way down. Lovely. Swoop those arms up. Inhale, exhale, clasp the hands, take the palms up to the ceiling. We're going to rise up and down like we did before on the balls of our feet. Breathing in and out through our nose. Testing our balance. And then let's just see if we can stay there that little bit longer. Holding, pulling up those thighs, pulling up the belly, and using our eyes to find our balance. Good. Nice big inhale, lower the heels. Exhale, bow all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen away from the legs. Exhale, fold towards the legs. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, fold. Lifting the toes off the floor, finding our balance. And pop them back down. And then we're going to see if we can lift those heels 1 centimetre off the floor, seeing if we can create some balance in the body. Pop the heels back down, bend those knees, stick out the bottom, big inhale, pick up that basketball all the way up to the sky. Exhale, swoop those arms down. We're going to swoop into our chair pose. Chair pose. Sitting back into that bottom, pushing back into our heels so that we can twinkle those toes off our yoga mat, tilting that pelvis just 1 centimetre towards your belly button and puffing that chest forward and out. Bring the hands into prayer pose. We're going to twist to the other side. So we're dropping that left elbow onto the outside of that right knee and we're looking up to that right elbow. In prayer pose, stacking the elbows on top of each other if it's possible today. Breathing in and out. Take a nice deep inhale to come back to chair pose, hands to prayer pose, and then all the way up. Inhale, exhale all the way down. Lovely. We're going to swoop out our left leg and we're going to take our arms out to the side. Now this may be enough for you to create some balance. Again, really using your eyes, find a point on the wall in front of you to focus on. You can stay here or you can see if you can figure that leg over on top of your other thigh. Again, let's bring our hands to prayer pose. And then you're going to take that pelvis backwards. You're going to straighten your spine out on the diagonal. And you're going to use your eyes to focus and to create balance in your body. You're going to feel a lovely deep stretch on the outside of this leg. Breathing in and out through the nose. Then take a nice big inhale, take those arms all the way out, the leg out in front again, and all the way down. Other side, nice big inhale, swooping out. Again, you can stay here if this is enough of a balance, or you can cross that leg over the other thigh and push back into that pelvis. Lovely long diagonal spine, flexing that right foot. And using your eyes to balance. Nice big inhale, lengthen all the way out and come all the way down. We're now going to do tree pose. So I'd like you to just turn your right leg slightly out. And there's 3 variations of tree pose. You can have the foot just by your ankle. You can have it on your calf, pushing against that calf muscle, or you can bring it all the way up into that inner thigh and pushing against that thigh. Decide which variation you'd like to do, and then you're going to bring your hands into prayer pose and you're going to breathe here. Again, using your eyes, your drishti, your focus. There'll be movement, no tree is ever still. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then gently bring that foot down and the other side. Decide where you'd like that foot to go. It can be the ankle. It could be the calf, it could be all the way up into the inner thigh. Wherever it is, you're going to really push against that supporting leg to really create, it's like a vice feeling. Everything is coming in towards that midline for you to create balance. That invisible midline that runs down the centre of our bodies. Creating balance with our tree pose. And release the leg. Well done. Let's come back into Tadasana, stacking those joints on top of each other and making sure the ears are over the shoulders. Let's bring our hands into prayer pose and just gently close your eyes. We're going to finish with our Sankalpa for this practice, which is our intention, setting our intention for our day. Our Sankalpa is, I move through my day with strength and balance. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a big sigh out through the mouth. And I'd like you to silently or out loud say that to yourself again. I move through my day with strength and balance. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a big sigh out through the mouth. Gently open your eyes. Well done for taking this time for yourself. Namaste. I hope you're able to create some balance for yourself with this practice. If you enjoyed this video, please just take a second to hit that subscribe button or give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. Thank you for being here. Sending love and kindness.